Hey there, this is Raviteja back again with another interesting video. So before going into the details of this video, I just want to make a quick announcement. So I'll be creating a series of videos wherein I will explain you how you can create your own Alexa skill and deploy those into Amazon Echo devices and play around with that. So what if I say that you can create your basic skill without having any programming experience? Isn't that interesting? So what are you waiting for? Let's get started and see how we can create your own Alexa skills. Now let's try to understand the basic architecture of how any voice assistance device works. Either it's Amazon Echo or Google Home or Microsoft Cortana, right? So this is the main information that you need to know before going ahead and start building your own skill. So in this video, I'll be giving you information on how the flow happens, how the user input is taken by Amazon Echo, and then how it processes and then sends back the voice output. Okay, so let's get started on this. uh, this architecture diagram is most common for any of the voice assistant skill. Either it is Amazon's Alexa or else Google Assistants or Microsoft Cortana. So when we want to initiate a conversation with Alexa, we will wake the device by saying Alexa, oh, okay Google, and that keeps the device in active mode and listens to the user. Then we say open the particular skill name. So what is skill here? So in general, when you see for the mobile devices, we have apps, we install those apps from the app store. In the similar way, for the voice assistance devices, we'll have skills, and those are placed in the skill store, and we can install or we can add those skills to our account, and then we can use those skills using our devices. So when we want to initiate a conversation with Alexa, we will wake the device by saying Alexa and keep the device in active mode and listen to the user. And then we say open the particular skill name. So then Alexa will search for that particular skill in your device and starts the skill. Once the skill is invoked, then Alexa continues to listen to the user utterances. So now let's take a scenario which will help us understand much better. Consider that we have an imaginary skill, nothing but an app that allows to book a flight tickets, and name of that skill is flight skill. Okay. Now assume that I have a travel plan and wants to book a ticket from Hyderabad to New Delhi. In this scenario, what we normally say is Alexa, open flight skill. And then the flight skill might respond back saying, welcome Raviteja, how can I help you? And then I say, book me a ticket from Hyderabad to New Delhi. Right? So at this point of time, Alexa sends the user request, which is nothing but user utterance to the natural language processing system. Either it could be Lewis, or else it is a dialogue flow, or else any natural language processors. Okay, so what happens is that the Alexa will send the user utterance to the natural language processing system, and this natural language processing system in turn will send intents and slots from the utterance of the user. So it will take the user's utterance and then creates the intents and slots from that user utterance, and then sends that request to this API. So here API could be any data source, either it could be an Excel, either it could be our business logic application service, which would take the JSON input and then process request and sends back the JSON output. So if you see here in our scenario, when I say that book me a ticket from Hyderabad to New Delhi, so Alexa will take that utterance and sends back to the Louis, and then Louis will give the intent some slots to the API. So API taking that intent and slots will book me a ticket, and then it will send back the response to the natural language processor, which could be any text to speech. So which takes that JSON response from the API and then processes that response and sends back the voice response to the user, right? So here, if you closely observe, I have I've said that intents and slots, right? So what are these intents and slots? So whenever a user says something, uh, basically the natural language processing system is nothing but a skill that a developer trains to work according to the skills behavior. Now, in this scenario, if we consider, we are saying this is a flight ticket booking skill. So, which means that normally users, whenever they try to use this skill, they'll be trying to book the tickets, right? So, we'll train our Lewis engine in such a way that it takes the user utterances and gives us intents and slots. So, if we go in detail to the intents and slots, so if I say book me a ticket from Hyderabad to New Delhi, so what is the intention of the user? So here my intention is to book a ticket, right? So the user utterance, that's natural language that I spoke of, book me a ticket. So it will convert that into a book intent. Okay, so book intent, and then what is slots? So I can say that book me a ticket to Hyderabad to New Delhi, or I can say that can you book me a ticket from Hyderabad to New Delhi, or else book me a ticket to New Delhi. So these are the different ways the user can request for booking a ticket, right? So these are the multiple scenarios which will train our system, and then the basic output of that system would be intent or slots. So in either of the three scenarios, the three utterances that I have given, so my intention is to book a ticket, right? So that is the intent. And slots, what is a slot? So in this scenario, I might be booking from Hyderabad to New Delhi, and there may be other user who wants to book a ticket from Bangalore to Hyderabad. So we cannot keep on adding all the different scenarios of booking from to place and from place, right? So that is where the slots comes. Slots are nothing but out of that user utterance, it will try to pick the required inputs, which is nothing but Hyderabad and New Delhi, and then that sends the intention of booking, and then from where to where to the API. And API is the core business logic which understands your request with nothing but JSON format, which understand your input and then process that input and sends back the request. So in this scenario, the output might be saying that okay, your ticket has been booked. So that JSON output will be taken by um, text to speech, and then that processes that JSON and sends back to Alexa, and Alexa might say, "Congratulations, your ticket has been booked." Okay, so this is the main overview of how any skill works. Okay, so there are multiple terminologies that I've used in this video, wherein I was talking about intent, slots, utterances. So in the next video, we'll try to understand these terminologies in detail, and we'll try to see how we can create those utterances, how we can create those intents and slots, and develop a basic Amazon skill. So this is the overall flow that will take place in any voice assistant skills. So the only part varies is that API. So if you see here, I have given you API. There might be other scenarios where you can just want to read the data from Excel sheet, or you want to read the data from some text file. So it varies, depends on the requirement from user to user. So this is all about architectural flow of any voice assistant skills. Hope this is informative. If this information helped you, please hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed this channel, subscribe to the this channel and hit that bell icon so that you will be notified when I post the next upcoming video. Thank you.